Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with the November and December empties. That keeps happening. As you can see, they are overflowing. So this is the last of my empties for the end of 2022. I know I'm behind, I always am. But hopefully getting all of this out, I can start going back to monthly empties, even if they are a bit small sometimes, or at least small for me, I feel like. But as always, first we're going to go over the makeup, and because it was the end of the year, it's actually a lot of makeup. I had to transfer it to a different bag to keep it all together. And then I'll go over everything. Now I can put this in here and hopefully it won't fall in the box. And then any like foil samples and sheet masks I have, I will go over those last because I know not everybody's into that. So first, starting off with the bigger bag of makeup. First, we have the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Illuminating Glow Primer. I actually did not really like this. It was very glittery, so would not recommend that if you were not into having glitter smeared all over your face. Not my thing, might be your thing, I don't know. I have a I have a KVD Vegan Beauty Locket Setting Powder. I do like this. This is the older packaging because this was... I think Sephora spent a while giving out the old packaging of these, where it still has like Kat Von D's name and stuff on it. But I do like the powder. Again, since she's no longer over the company, I am willing to possibly purchase it in the future. Another primer, this is the ColourPop All-Star Matte and Blur Primer. Can't get this anymore. But I did not really love it by the end anyway. Maybe it was starting to go off, but it just really was not keeping me matte anymore. So I'm glad that this is done. I have the Shop Miss A's Oil Control Setting Spray for like $1.88. This was actually really nice. It did help kind of keep me matte. I would not recommend the primer spray though that you can get in like a 2-pack. I wouldn't recommend that because I don't feel like that does anything. Speaking of Shop Miss A, this is one of their Paw Paw blenders. I love their stuff. And I actually have like a 6-pack of these right now that I am starting to go through. So definitely recommend those. Here's something I'm pretty proud of. This is the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in Seashells. It was just a little bitty mini, not even like the size that you could, this mini size that you could buy, but this still took me quite a while to go through. And I immediately bought a kit that actually had like the larger size that you can purchase as the mini, like the $16 one. So it's still in my life, but this actually made me start to really like cream bronzers. So I'm not mad at having that at all. I mean, obviously I purchased it, I'm not mad about it, but I have a much bigger size. So yeah. Happy to still have that, but I did really enjoy that. I think it looked really pretty on. Something I did not enjoy, and I'm very glad to be done with, is the Yenza Super Serum Silk Foundation. This, not only was this like a bad color match for me, like their lightest shade of light neutral does not match me. Like, it's like 3 shades too dark, it does not match me. Yeah, my face ate it, like, within 3 hours. I have really oily skin, my face eats a lot of things, but definitely not made for me. This is the LOV Blush Liaison Dewy Gel Blush Stick. It is a really pretty color. It's a little too dewy for my skin, but overall I enjoyed it pretty well. You can't get this anymore though. But if you happen to have it in your collection, you can bust it out. This is still one of my favorite damn mascaras, even though it's expensive. It's the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. This is a tubing mascara. I know those are not for everybody, but I really like it. But this is what it looks like. And I am at the point that if I can ever get through my backlog of mascaras, I did finish my non-cruelty free ones last year, which was a pretty big deal for me. But I still have plenty of those like minis and all that kind of crap laying around. If I can ever get to the point where I need to purchase, mascaras again, I'll just suck it up and buy like this and see if I could get 4 months out of it instead of 3. Because if it's the one that I'm using every day, because I have so many mascaras, I keep a couple in rotation, I think I would actually get like, I mean, I feel like I got my money's worth anyway, but I feel like I would really get my money's worth even though it's like, you know, $24 or $25. I can't remember which one. Now, there is a Milani tubing mascara that some people say is a dupe for this, and despite not needing any more mascara, I did purchase that because I really had to know. I'm actually probably going to be opening it up tomorrow as I'm filming this to see if it really compares. So I'll let you know on that one. Because if it does, $13 is a lot better than $24, don't get me wrong, but we'll see. I really like that mascara. Speaking of mascaras, this is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I did not end up loving this one as much. Maybe it's starting to dry out or something because it just couldn't get it to really work too well for me. I was able to get it on my lashes, so it wasn't that dried out, but yeah. Didn't love it. Wouldn't necessarily seek it out again. Foundation. More foundation I wouldn't seek out again. This is the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. This is expensive. This is like $40. I got mine in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, so I didn't pay that much for it. Okay, it does still have a little bit left on it, but like I emptied this out, so I'm not worried about a little bit hanging out in the bottom. But for one thing, I hate the applicator. I don't like doe foot applicators for foundations. I just don't. I prefer a pump. I'll take a squeezy bottle, but I don't like doe foot applicators, which is annoying because I have at least one other foundation that has one currently. And that one is actually a foundation I really like. It just kind of put up with the packaging, but this is another foundation that my face unfortunately eats fairly quickly. The color match isn't awful. It's not as bad as the Yensa, but I could probably, even though this is fair, I could stand like one shade lighter if they have it. But yeah, my face eats it, didn't love it, wouldn't seek it out again. This I do love, the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I've gone through 2 of these little tubes and a bigger tube that's not the full size, but is a mini you can purchase this past year. I really like how, despite it not being a mattifying primer, it does hang on to my foundation. It's Hydro Grip, makes sense. There's the e.l.f. one that, while I don't like it as much as this, I do like it, and I think it's a relatively decent dupe. I've only used it a couple of times, so I'm not like 100% sold on that yet or not, but man, $10 is a lot easier to spend than Milk Makeup prices, so it might be one of those good enough type things for me. Tula Skincare Prime of Your Life Smoothing and Firming Primer. This was okay. I wouldn't necessarily seek out the full size, but I wouldn't be mad if it came into my life and I could use it up. Anastasia Brow Wiz. Used this up. I'm not buying from Anastasia anymore, but it is a good brow pencil, I will admit. Marc Jacobs. This is the High Shine Lip Gloss in Sugar Sugar. You can't get this anymore. I do have a full size that I need to work on though, so it's a good thing that I did like it, just, you know, you can't buy it anymore, and that makes me sad. This was an Ulta sponge tip applicator for eyeshadow that finally died. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is plastic sticking out. Another primer. Il Makiage No Filter Poreless Base Smoothing Primer. Primer itself is fine. Just a regular kind of silicone-y primer that you can get in a bunch of different brands. The problem with this though is that the packaging sucks. It doesn't pump out that much at a time, and it kind of just stopped pumping anything out despite it still having plenty of product in there. I spent the last like 3 months of using that scraping it out. So nope, won't do that again. Hank and Henry Slick With It eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. This dried out fairly quickly on me, so wouldn't do that again. Benefit's High Beam. Don't buy from Benefit. They test on animals, so wouldn't buy this, but it was a really pretty highlighter. I liked mixing it into foundations mostly. This was actually a surprise empty. It is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in white. This was my mixer, both for concealer and foundation. That's ended up how I used it up mostly in foundation though, which is I guess how I went through it faster than I was expecting. I do like this. I'm probably going to be repurchasing at some point this year because I have one concealer that I want to use this year that is about 2 shades too dark, and I'm gonna need help with it. So I will be repurchasing that at some point. Ooh, another powder. The Be a Bombshell Smooth Criminal Powder. This is an HD powder, which explains why I kept getting flashback on it. I didn't realize that until I looked it up online to get a price for it. So I would not seek this out again, but other than if you don't take flash photography photos, it was a pretty good powder, but for the rare occasion that I do, I don't want to look like a ghost. Because that one is definitely on the ghostly side. Here is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Concentrated Crayon in Lilac Lust. I did enjoy this, but they don't make this anymore, so can't get it. But I'm glad I used it up. I have an Ulta gloss that I got in an advent calendar. That was pretty nice. The Givenchy Rouge Vinyl lip. It's one of those pH balanced lipstick things. It was fine, but I don't purchase from this brand, so this came as I think it was a swap back when my subscription swap site was still up. And I have 2 nail polishes, which I very rarely have. I have the NYC Strip Me Off base coat. I did enjoy this, but this is not a brand anymore. And it wasn't cruelty free to begin with. And I have the Nicole by OPI nail polish in Confetti Fun. It was a glitter topper, or you could just build it up to be like a full opaque thing. It's from the Selena Gomez collection, which shows how old this is. But I did enjoy it, but it's basically dead. I know I could put some nail polish thinner in here and get a few more uses out of it if I really wanted to, but I'm not that concerned. And I have a couple of samples real quick. This was the Tarte Amazonian Clay 16-hour full coverage foundation. I used one on all over my face, or as much as I could, and 2 to bronze with. I do like this foundation, which is good because I have a full size of it. Another foundation I like is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue for something that's really light coverage. This is Vanilla 02 is a little dark for me. I can make it work though. The shade that works for me is 1.5. I think it's called Birch or something like that. That's the one that I would purchase. And another Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Because I had it, I used it. Anyways, into the box. Into the breach. We have the Tree Hut Candy Cane Shea Sugar Scrub. Love these scrubs. I have several that I will work through this year. Body Shop Peppermint Candy Cane. This was from a holiday release a couple of years ago. Got that used up. I have realized that body butters are a bit heavier than I like. I used to love these and I just don't anymore. And I still have several that I need to go through, both a couple of minis and 2 full sizes. This is gonna be hell. The Verb Sea Salt. Here's the Verb Sea Spray for texture in your hair. I do really love this. I go through about 1 a year. This year I decided to buy something different because I just did, just for a whim, because I have gone through several full sizes of this plus a bunch of minis back when they still sold those. But right now I am trying the, what is it called? Not Your Mother's Texturizing Spray, which was the drugstore one that I did almost as much of this one, and it's half the price. So we'll see how much I like that going through a full size and see which one I prefer. I have the Alpha H Liquid Gold with Glycolic Acid Toner. Despite this being $55, I did really enjoy this. No, I'm not going to purchase it. I got this one from Allure back with the couple of months I had that. I've since gone through a mini one that I got from Ipsy. If I could get this half off, I would purchase it again because it's only 100 milliliters, so I really don't want to pay that full price. This works better for me than the Pixie Glow Tonic and a bunch of other ones. I did buy a Glow Tonic to see if maybe having a bigger size would make me think, maybe I like this better than I remembered, but we'll see. And I have to change my battery. Sorry to kind of rush that, but I've learned recently that if my camera cuts off, battery-wise, I lose footage. So when I see the battery flashing at me, I need to move like immediately. Anyways, continuing on, we have the John Frieda Root Awakening Strength Restoring Smoothing Lotion. Guys, I've been trying to go through this for forever, and I finally finished it. I don't think it does anything special, and you can't get it anyway, so, because it's been long discontinued. Here we have the Bowtree PLA Bubble Exfoliating Cleansing Pads. One thing that I liked about these is that the pads themselves were biodegradable, which was awesome. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get this anymore because I can't find it for purchase online very easily. Like, I'm only really finding it on like reselling sites, so I'm guessing that this is no longer a product. But I did like them. They were actually really great for travel because they were just like dry pads that you wet and wash your face with that way. And they had like a more scrubby side and a like regular cleansing side. Yeah, they were great. And like I said, they were biodegradable, so I didn't have to worry about, you know, trash. I have 2 full-size body mists. I have the Ulta Crisp Apple fragrance. If they came out with this again in the fall, I would totally buy this. I really like the scent. I would probably just stick with like one thing from this collection rather than buying everything from it. Well, I didn't buy everything, but I bought also the body wash and the body lotion. The body wash is also in here, but the body lotion I am still working on. I never need to buy another body lotion again in my life, and yet I do anyways, so don't let me lie to you. And this has been long since discontinued, but it was very nice. It was the Pretties for Your Face Poison Apple Body Spray. This particular one in this size has been discontinued. I believe they still sell this scent in other like fragrances, so I definitely recommend that. It is a blend of apple and rose, complemented with notes of bergamot, neroli, and orange. I still don't know what neroli is, but this was like a glittery one that they no longer sell. Cotton swabs, you need them. I use these up. These are from Walgreens. I am now purchasing the Ulta ones, so I wouldn't purchase these again, but I have purchased other cotton swabs since. Would. Finished a full-size shampoo and conditioner. This is the Drunk Elephant Cocomino Marula Cream Conditioner and Glossing Shampoo. I don't like the scent of these. I really don't. They're just not my thing, so I wouldn't buy them. These were really nice on my hair, though, formula-wise. Now, I got these from Influencer. I don't pay $25 a piece for, you know, shampoo and conditioner. But honestly, they were nice. They were a nice treat to have, but I am done with them, so yay me. Speaking of hair stuff, I also have the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I do love this stuff. This was a Ulta birthday gift in 2021. My birthday's in December, so I get my stuff at the end of the year. And I did just finally use this up. There wasn't a lot of product in here. It's only like 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters. But this works really, really well for my hair. Even more so now that I don't have any color in it, except for, you know, a little bit on the ends that I haven't managed to trim off yet. I wasn't expecting to finish this by the end of the year, but I did. It's the Living Proof Anti-Frizz Nourishing Styling Cream. So I was working on that damn John Frieda thing all freaking year. I didn't think I would get to this, but I did. I do really enjoy this. I would think about repurchasing if I needed to repurchase any kind of hair stuff, which I like. Texturizing spray is the only thing that I needed to actually repurchase because the Verb was my only one that I had. Everything else I got multiple backups of. I don't need anything. Here is the body wash of the Crisp Apple from Ulta. I do like their body washes. I recommend them, especially if you're trying to get away from purchasing from Bath & Body Works and you want something not tested on animals. Go check them out. I find that they're pretty similar. Jingle jangle. The Hemp's Peppermint Vanilla Swirl Mighty Minty Herbal Body Moisturizer. This was... They sell this every holiday because they had it again this year, but I bought mine in 2021. Does smell nice. A little bit much for like all over my body, so I mainly used it on my hands. These bells are getting a little rusty, which is kind of gross. Yeah. I do like their lotions. This one was just a little sweet for all over my body because it's very vanilla. It's got a lot of vanilla in there. On my hands though, I didn't mind it. Husk, one of my favorite hair care brands, and especially from the drugstore. This is their Curl Care 5-in-1 leave-in spray, detangles and protects curls. I did really enjoy this. I don't normally wear my hair, well, not really curly, but wavy. But when I did, I used this and it was nice. The Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser. It is filthy. Please, any brand that happens to come across this little video, if you have a cleanser, don't put it in white packaging because it gets filthy and I hate it. And a lot of people hate it. It's not just me. This was a nice gel cleanser, but when it stays on your face for 30 to 60 seconds, I don't see the point in paying full-size prices for... I don't see the point in paying high-end prices for a cleanser. But this is one that came to me, I want to say in BoxyCharm, because yeah, I wouldn't have paid for this full size. It was nice though. Speaking of too much money for how much you get, this is the Rhode Isle Dragon's Blood Eye Gel. This is half an ounce, but I feel like I went through this super fast. But for like all of this packaging, not a lot of product, and you know, I was so surprised when I finished this before the end of the year. I was fully expecting this to take me at least through January. And then I finished it in like November. So, yeah. Wouldn't seek that out again. This was an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, thankfully, because it's $70. And if I'd have paid $70 for it and went through it in like 2.5 months, I'd have been pissed. I didn't pay that and I was still kind of pissed. Now, if you want longevity, get this, because this took me forever to go through. It's the Garnier Brightening Serum Cream, Panea C with vitamin C and pineapple. I didn't realize this until I finally finished it, but I was like, why is this taking me so long to go through as a serum? I can go through serums much faster than this. This is 2.4 ounces. This is not a regular 1 ounce serum. I don't know why I never freaking noticed that. But I finally did finish it. I didn't love it. I don't like my serums to be a cream. And I don't know why I bought this and didn't realize that it was a cream. It says it right there in the name until after I started using it. But if you don't mind that, that was fine. It worked fine. Just I'm not very bright sometimes. Yensa Pumpkin Turmeric 2-in-1 Radiance Polishing Mask. This is the second one of these I've gone through. I do really like it. If I catch it as an Ipsy add-on again, I will get it again because that's how I got this one. And I got my first one through BoxyCharm. It's a little expensive for, like, I want to say it's like $40, and I'll correct that if I'm wrong, but getting it for like $12 to $18, I could swallow that. I went through a couple of masks at the end of the year. Let me dig them all out while I'm here. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Watch me be wrong, but I think that's all of them, because I went through like several minis as well. This is the Dew of the Gods Fiji Fuji Collagen Whip Vitamin Mask. This is bright Smurf blue. I did really enjoy this though. Like, I did really think that it made my skin feel really nice afterwards. Kind of wish I had picked up the full size when I saw it as an Ips add-on, but at the same time I have so many masks that I don't need anymore. The Dermalect Microfacial Exfoliating Mask. This was fine, but nothing I will miss. As with this one, the Eminence Organic Skincare Pumpkin Latte Hydration Mask. I don't like pumpkin scented anything, which is strange because I do like this and I just put up with the smell of it. But this did not do it. This left my skin feeling like, you know, soft and kind of cleaned out afterwards, which is nice, but it didn't do enough for me to make me want to put up with that smell. Ooh, we have another body scrub right here. The Lifestyle Green Tea and Aloe Natural Body Polish. This is the one that I had to use like a little at a time because for some reason if I use too much, it would just kind of like not scrub properly. I can't really explain it. And also it smells weird. I have it open and I hate it. I need to re-tighten that, so I would not. This was from FabFitFun. Would not seek that out again. Did not like that. Ooh, another lotion. This is Hemp Spun Sugar and Vanilla Bean, and despite my complaints about the other scent, this one I really liked. Go figure. This one I liked on my body, so maybe Maybe the mixture of mint and vanilla wasn't doing it for me for the all over my body, but this one I liked. I think you can still get this scent. Despite how much I really liked it, I would not buy it in the full size because the Hemp's ones are so big. They're so big. All right. Hand sanitizer. Here is the Pureless Antiseptic Hand Sanitizer Mist in Watermelon Lemon. I did like this. I like the scent of it. The one that from them I'm going through right now, I don't like as much, but it's just a scent thing. The Watermelon Lemon I did really like though. I don't think they sell these anymore, but for reference sake, the Soul Body Vanilla Dream Mega Mood Melt Comforting Bath Soak. It's just a bath bomb. It was fine. Here is another bath bomb. Unfortunately, I don't remember where this came from. This might have been one that was in like one of those holiday sets that I bought the year before that had like, you know, 10 different things for 20 bucks. This might have been from that. Here we have the Miami MD Dark Spot Corrector. I liked this better than I liked the moisturizer that I went through a couple of months ago. And this one took me quite a bit longer. However, this is $69 and I don't think it's worth that much. If my mom got it for me as a present again, I would be happy to use it, but it's not like my favorite. This one is super expensive too. The Goldfaden MD Plant Perfusion Supreme Serum. This is like over $250 for the full size. This mini was like $78. Despite that, it did feel really nice on the skin. I would never pay the full price for this, but if it ever popped up on a Ipsy add-on, even for like 25 bucks, I would purchase it in a heartbeat. A lot of damn serums in here. I know this is 2 months worth, but it still feels like a lot. Here is the Tony Moly Watermelon Dew All Over Serum, and you know, I actually cut this open because I liked it so much, which is good because I have a full size of this, and the full size is like 4 ounces. I've never had a serum be that big before. I thought that the Garnier one was big. This is huge. But it is a nice, like, hydrating serum, which is, like I said, I'm glad that I like it because when I do go through it, it's going to take me all year. Here's the Shani Darden Retinol Reform Serum. I did like this. The full size is $88, which hurts to purchase. But I might in the future if I end up wanting a retinol. I do have another mini of this because I bought their like little holiday kit. Here's the OSHA Hyaluronic C Serum. I don't think this does enough to warrant its like $88 price, so I'll happily take minis of it. I'll happily take a full size of it if I don't have to pay for it. But if I have to pay for it, And the Sweet Chef Ginger Vitamin C Serum Shot. I did like this. I just have a little bit of a hard time saying it. This is all going to end up on my floor. I just know it. Itchy. Oh, I missed a serum. Of course I did. Juice Beauty Prebiotics Vitamin C Serum. I did like that as well. Because when I finished the Garnier, I went through a few minis of vitamin C serums because I had them back up. Here's another hair product, the Pureology Color Fanatic Multitasking Hair Beautifier. Just another one of those spray-in, like, leave-in treatments. I liked it, but Pureology is kind of on the expensive side for me. But I wouldn't turn down another mini of it. The Malin & Goats Vitamin E Face Moisturizer. Really basic, but, I mean, it was good. Nothing that I would seek out as far as, like, paying major prices for it. Here's the IT Cosmetics Confidence in Your Beauty Sleep Pillow Cream. This is one of those like things that resettles, like non-Newtonian fluids or whatever they're called. It like resettles flat every time you use it, which is kind of weird for me. But I liked it fine. It has a really strong like lavendery chamomile-y scent. Something I'm not hugely into. I was able to go through the mini, but I don't think I would like it in a full size. Here is the Item Beauty Fast Pass Natural AHA Cleanser. I like this cleanser fine, and for $18 for the full size, it's not that bad of a price. The full size has a pump, thankfully, because this was a pain in the ass to get everything out of. Like, it's hard plastic, you can't squeeze it. But for a, basic gel cleanser, it was solid, and the price isn't awful for a full size. Another Hosk product. This is the Keratin Protein Smoothing Deep Conditioner. I do like these. You can buy these from these little packets from the store for like $2.99. Here is Shop Missays, a skincare. This is the Squalene 100,000 ppm barrier cream. I have no idea what that means, but it is a moisturizer. I liked the other one that I had, the one in the green packaging, a lot better than this one. This one was a little heavy for me. I have oily skin. It is oily year-round. Nothing about it changes in the winter. I mean, it does get more oily in the summer, but that's because I'm sweating more in the summer. I don't think it actually gets any less oily in the winter. So, would not purchase that one again. Here's the Veli Artemisia Balance Essence. Unfortunately, this smells like pickles. I did not enjoy rubbing it on my face, but I got it used up. Here is an Eco Tools Mask Sponge Mask Remover. I like these. I have a bunch of them. And finally, the final one before we get into sheet masks, along with this. I forgot about that. Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salts. Love these. Will repurchase. Have repurchased. Will continue to repurchase. Now finally, the Everyman Jack 2-in-1 Anti-Dandruff Shampoo and Conditioner. I did really like this. I loved that it's like 13.5 ounces, that I could get it from Ulta for $10. They stopped selling it. Not they didn't stop selling the brand, they just stopped selling this. I think they actually reformulated it and didn't put the new one back into Ulta's, thing. However, the Jason dandruff shampoo that I used to use, they now carry a very close approximation of it in stores, still from Jason, which doesn't test on animals. So I went and purchased that, and while it's not the same as the one I used to use, it is close enough to where I think I can make it work. But it's now like in the men's section, which I don't really get. But like it's now considered a man's product and everything. Whatever. Okay. I don't even know if I have any foils in here, but I do have some sheet masks. We have the Cream Shop Aloe Vera sheet mask. I did enjoy that. Oh look, here's another one. Not a sheet mask, but it came in a packet, so I put it in here. The Freeman Beauty Melting Sugar Face Mask. These are just like hydrating-y. This one technically says pore clearing, but more hydrating than anything for me. Like gel masks that you like leave on for 10 minutes and rinse off. I like it fine, but I don't know if I would necessarily seek them out. Here we have a Tony Moly Watermelon Sheet Mask. I liked that. Not my favorite as far as watermelon sheet masks, but it was okay. I wish I could still get these, but they don't make them anymore. The Feel Brilliant Bamboo Charcoal Facial Sheet Mask. This was my last one. I liked using these when my face was feeling congested, but can't get those anymore. But it's not that hard to find other charcoal masks. Just, I really liked those. Let's see, the Cream Shop Baby It's Gold Outside Sheet Mask. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. The Dew of the Gods Under Eye Volumizing Collagen Pads. What I really like about these is not only do they help kind of like depuff the eyes, they actually like stick in place on your face, so that like I like using these when I'm putting on my makeup because they also catch eyeshadow fallout. 2-in-1. I actually just finished my last 2. I have other eye gels that I need to go through, but I'm actually going to repurchase this because even for 20 bucks for 10 of them, that's the best price I've come across in quite a while. Whew, so that is it. Stay tuned through the end if you want to see my yearly totals. And I realized when I was checking stuff last time, my totals are like missing 2 months. So it's gonna look like I made a big jump from the last update to this one, but I didn't. I just left some totals out. So bear with me on math. Sometimes I'm not very good at it. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!